Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Mark. This is my Den Inventions, and we are up to episode 3, talking about how to play the game. So the last video that we saw showed us the features of the game, the Moneyball, the game that I've invented, the game that I'm sharing with you guys. And now we're gonna learn on how to play the game. Okay, so we're gonna go through a series of images. That shows basically how the game is played. I'll show you through the game component itself, prototype that I built, show you what we're going to be looking at the picture as well, and get you familiarized with how to play the game, how to set it up, and how to have a lot of fun. Alright, so let's get right into it. The first thing is the game pieces. Okay, every team has game pieces. So as you can see, okay, if you look at your screen, Team Red has obviously the red wall, which is the component, and then it has 5 balls. If you look, it's 4 black balls and 1 green ball. The green ball obviously is the money ball, and then keys, red keys, numbered 1 through 25. Okay, so when you're looking at Team Red, this is basically what you're looking at. Okay, and then the keys are going to be inserted into the 5 tubes, and there's 5 key slots per each tube. That's where all 25 keys go, and then the 5 balls will be inserted right through the top. Okay, right through here. Okay? For those, and these are the keys that I've created. We're gonna talk about that as we build it. And these are the balls. Obviously, that's black ball, and this is the green ball. All right, so we'll talk about that later on. Okay, so that's Team Red, and Team Blue has the exact same thing, except it's in blue. So if you look at your screen, okay, Team Blue has the same 5 balls, 4 black, 1 green, and then the 25 keys numbered 1 through 25, but except in blue. And those are your game pieces to play the game that I've invented called the Moneyball. So now, what do you do once you have your game pieces? Well, you know, I mean, I created a pouch, and in here is where you keep all your game pieces. You take your keys out, you take your balls out, and then you set up the game. And how do you do that? And this shows you how. Okay, we're gonna create 5 combinations on each tube. So now, if you look at your screen, okay, as you can see, Team Red has placed all 25 of his or her keys onto the 25 key slots on the 5 tubes provided. And if you see tube 1, obviously it has a combination. Combination numbers are 14, 8, 15, 5, and 24, and then so on. Combination 2, combination 3, combination 4, combination 5. Every tube that you put your keys in, you're creating a combination for that tube. And the object of the game is to put the money ball, this guy right here, in your most difficult combination to figure out. Okay, because once your opponent, if you put your birthdays, I'm gonna give you an example. If you put your birthdays, your kids' birthdays, and your opponent knows that, your opponent will call your kids' birthdays, the first 5 numbers, and win the game right away. So you want to create combinations where the person who you're playing against will not figure out those numbers. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It could be any way you want to do it. But the whole point is to put the green ball in your most difficult combination. Otherwise, your opponent figure out your combination before you figure out his, and your opponent will win the game. So that's basically it. So and then when you're looking at Team Blue is also doing the same thing. Okay, Team Blue is creating combinations for his keys, and if you look at his first combination, his combination is 15, 18, 22, 19, and 21. So as you can see, everyone's going to pick different numbers, combinations, and then, you know, like I said, you have to put the green ball in your most difficult combination. So what happens, and let me show you real quick, you know, of the image that you just saw, and this is one combination right here. So this is tube 1. You put in your 5 keys, and those are the combinations you're creating for that tube. If you insert the green ball on this one tube, your opponent has to figure out those 5 keys that you inserted into that that one tube, and that's how the game is played. All right. So now, once you inserted all 25 keys, what is the next thing you need to do? Okay, you need to insert the balls. Okay, inserting the balls. Okay, and you're gonna take. If you look at your screen right now, Team Red has inserted the money ball in the second tube. So now I'm gonna take you back to the combination. Look at your screen right now. Look at the combination for Team Red has created for the second tube. Okay, so you're gonna look at combination 2, and the numbers of the keys are 22, 25, 13, 16, and 10. Okay, so basically what Team Red has done, for the green ball, he has put the 22, or she, the 25, the 13, the 16, and then the 10. So Team Red has created the combinations of 22, 25, 13, 16, and 10. Is that right? 22, 25, 13, 16, and 10. That's right. And then Team Red has put the green ball, which is the money ball, right inside that tube. So the object of the game here for Team Blue is to figure out this combination by calling out these keys. And if he calls out 22, calls out 25, calls out 13, calls out 16, and then calls out the last number, which is 10, we all know what happens, right? That's right. The money ball comes out of the tube and into the ball pit, and Team Blue wins. So that's how much fun it is. Believe it or not, it's a guessing game, but it is fun because the challenge here is to who unlocks the money ball first, and that's where the race begins, and that's where the competition comes in. It's not so much that you gotta you just guessing. Yeah, you're right, but who can guess quicker? Who can unlock the money ball faster? And when you're playing this game, trust me, if you unlock the black ball, the dead ball, and you know you gotta continue, you unlock the tube that doesn't contain the money ball, it can be pretty frustrating. Especially if you unlock 4 tubes containing dead balls and you never unlock the tube containing the money ball. It can be frustrating, you know? So it's a lot of fun. So now that we've learned Team Red, let's look at Team Blue. Okay? Team Blue, if you look at your screen right now, Team Blue is inserting the green ball on the 5th slot. Okay? So now if you look at your combination for Team Blue, you look at your screen again, look at the combination number 5. Okay? Team Blue has selected numbers 2, 8, 4, 10, and 22. So those were the numbers that Team Blue has selected to put on his thing. So if you're looking at the game component, okay, so this is the 5th slot. Team Blue went ahead and put the 2, the 8, the 4, the 10, and the 22, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right? So 2, 8, 4, 10, and 22, and then Team Blue inserted the green ball right in there. You see that? So the object again, like I showed you for Team Red, all they have to do is call out 2, 8, 4, 10, and then once Team Red calls out number 22, there you go. The money ball. All right? So that's basically how you set up the game to play. And that's basically how you win the game, is unlocking that tube containing the money ball. So now that you've inserted all 25 keys and inserted all 5 balls, you are now ready to play. Okay? So now if you look at your screen, okay, it's exactly what I told you. All 25 keys have been inserted, all 5 balls have been inserted. Team Red has inserted the money ball in the 2nd tube, and Team Blue has inserted the money ball in the 5th tube. So now they're ready to play. The next thing they need to do is start playing and calling out keys. Okay, so how do you call out keys? It's very simple. It's called calling out keys. All right. So if you look at your screen, Team Red is calling out for Team Blue to give him or her the key number 10. And if you can see, the arrow is pointing directly on the number 10 key, and that's the key that Team Blue needs to pull out. Okay, so if I'm sorry, if you're pulling out the keys, okay, so how do you pull out keys? Okay, it's very simple. It's called pulling out keys. All right, so if you look at your screen, you're gonna see that Team Blue is reaching for key number 10. Okay, and once he reaches the key that you're asking for, all he or she has to do is pull that key out from the slot. Okay, so now when the person pulls out the key out from the slot, what is the next step that the person needs to do when the key is already pulled out? Okay, it's the person needs to hand the keys over to his opponent that called out for the keys. So how do you hand keys over? It's called handing keys over. All right, so if you look at your screen, okay, you see that Team Blue is properly handing the key that Team Red has asked for and placing it in his or her hand. Now, the reason why I put this as part of one of my rules is that because we could be very competitive, and we could throw the keys on the table, on the floor, whatever surface you're playing on, and out of anger, and it's just a poor sportsmanship, of playing. So I created that so that you could properly hand it to your opponent's hands, and then keep the game flowing in a friendly and fun way. That's all. It was my rules, and you can play any way you want, but that's the best way of playing. So once you hand the keys over, what do you do once you have the keys in your hand? What do you do with it? Okay, you store it. Okay, and how do you store it? It's called storing keys. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're taking the key that your opponent gifts you, right? You're gonna take the key that your opponent gives you, okay? Key number 25, and you're gonna take the key and put it right into the key track, okay? Right into the key track, right there. Okay? What that does is that it stores all the keys that you have called out, and then allows you to see what keys you haven't called out. Okay? So that is the whole purpose of the key track, is to like I had mentioned in the features. Okay, it allows the game to flow a lot quickly. By storing it there, you get to see what keys you've called. So when it's your turn again, you know not to call those keys again. You're going to call keys that are not stored in the key track, because those are the keys that are still left, and it just makes the game move a little more quickly and more efficiently. Okay, so now once you store keys, what's the next thing? That's it. You're gonna repeat that same method of play back and forth until someone unlocks the money ball. It's very simple. You call out the key, they pull out the key, they give it to you, you store it, and then back and forth you go. And you do that until someone unlocks the money ball. And when someone does unlock the money ball, if you look at the screen right now, okay? Right? You look at your screen right now, you're gonna see that Team Red has unlocked Team Blue's tube, and you see the green ball going from the fifth combination that Team Blue has created, and the ball is traveling down the tube, down the ramp, and into the ball pit. Okay, and that's exactly what we were looking at when we had saw the keys that was inserted in Team Blue. Okay, Team Red had unlocked all these keys. The green ball went down into the ramp, into the ball pit, okay, into the ball pit right here, and that's it. This guy pops out, and the game is over. And that is how you play the game, okay? Like I said, it's very fun. I think, again, there's no strategic, there's no skills in playing this game. It's all based on luck. The fun that you get out of it is who can unlock whose money ball first. That's where the fun comes in. And believe it or not, that alone is a lot of fun. And that's why I love this game so much. This is my first game, and I don't love it so much because this is my first game, but I love it because it's such a great game. It's a fun game. Like I said, I love it, and you won't know what I'm talking about until you actually get to play it and unlock keys and see the ball rolling out, especially when you unlock dead balls, because it's frustrating because you just literally unlock the tube, but not the tube containing the money ball, and that's what the frustration sets in. And then you're going back and forth, and then you realize that you've unlocked several tubes, but not the money ball, and then your opponent comes out of nowhere and boom, unlocks your tube containing the money ball, and that person wins. So it's a lot of fun in this game. Like I said, if you guys have any interest in the game and you think it's fun and you want to build it, I'm gonna show you guys how to build it. Okay, so the next episode, which will be next week, we're gonna actually start building it. We're gonna start with just creating the divider and then the foundation, so that we know what pieces, when we put them together, where they're supposed to go, and the divider and the foundation will assist us in getting the right measurements and putting the right pieces where they're supposed to go, and start assembling the game. And you're gonna see what how what I went through in building it and how I built it. It's so much fun. I'm excited to show you guys. So that's about it. That wraps this up. You just learned how to play the game. The last video, for those of you that are just joining in, showed us the features of the game. Definitely check that one out. The features and how to play. Those two videos give you a good idea of what this game is all about, what you will be building, and then we're gonna start next week and start getting this rolling and start building it, so that I can complete it already and then give it away to one lucky subscriber. So definitely, if you're following me, if you're checking out my videos, definitely subscribe. You might be the lucky person. You could win the game that we're gonna build here on this show, the prototype. I'm gonna give it away. Every game that I build, every game that I dig up and bring to the surface and take out of my vote and build here on this show, I'm gonna give it away to one lucky subscriber. So definitely, like I said, you might not be interested in this one. You might be interested in the next one. I have a lot of games. Like I said, these are my inventions. They don't exist. They're not in stores. They're nowhere. The only way you can see these games or find these games or build it and have it in your home is to watch my channel and to follow along and to build it. That's it. I'm gonna give you all the tools you need to build it so you can have it in your home. So that's it. We're done. Next week we'll be building. I'm looking forward to it. You guys have any questions? Comment below. I'll look back into the videos that I have created prior to next week, because once we start building, that'll be videos be uploaded once a week, to give us time to get materials and to put pieces together, let it glue, let it dry. And I'm sure a lot of you, like myself, okay, we work or we go to school or whatever it is. We also have a life that occupies a lot of our time. So I like to do this on a free time, which is very, very, very minimal for me, because I'm always working. But I definitely will make time for my channel and for anyone who's interested. Like I said, once a week we can engage. And throughout the week, I will try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. So definitely reach out. And if you have any questions or you need for me to help you in any process, during the process of building it, or you have any questions about the rules or features, hit me up, and let's talk. Let's get it going. Alright guys, so again, thank you guys so much for watching. The money ball is the game we're working on. The money ball is the game we're going to build. I'm going to show you guys how to build it. And the money ball is the game I'm going to give away to one subscriber. Alright, so take care of yourself. Tune in next week. We're going to start on episode 4 and building the divider and the logo. Alright guys, take care. Bye.